Uchenna, it's been a long time since you faced this 49ers team. They've added new pieces on offense. What is the challenge in how versatile that offense can be?
It's a huge challenge, you know, when you got to add a guy like Christian McCaffrey. I played against him since college, so I know what he's about. I know his ability is going to be tough. So just being disciplined in our assignments, especially in the run game, and being able to get after him and tackling well is going to be the key to the victory.
It is the third different quarterback that you're going to see for them. Does it make any difference that it's Purdy running the offense versus the other two?
I think it's more about us than it is about them. They try to make the offense simple for him, you know, because it is I think third starter, whatever it is. So they're trying to make things simple for him, slow it down. So we got to make sure it's more about us going into this game, being on our assignments and keys and making sure we're locked in. We got our mental focus right.
What has this week been like, just in terms of the conversations you guys are having, kind of the focus on getting things right?
You know, it's tough. You know, every week we preaching the same thing. You know, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do that. So it just comes to a point where we just got to stop talking about it and being about it. So, we're just trying to just fix those little mistakes. You know, we're locked into practice. Guys are trying to watch more film. Guys are, having more conversation. Guys are more locked into practice. We're trying to just fix all the problems. And I think practice is going good. We know the last two walkthroughs we had the last 2 days have been good. So just got to keep going.
What's a practice like on a short week compared to a normal week?
Practice is a lot more slowed down. We're tempoing a little bit more, making sure we're taking care of our bodies. You know, a lot of guys are sore and beat up from a tough game like that. So just making sure we're taking care of each other, and we're not really going full speed as much.
When you went back and watched the film from Sunday, where did you see the breakdowns in the run defense?
I'll probably say it was from all over. First level, second level, third level. We just got to just do our job, down after down, which is tough, It's not fun just to run into some guy's face over and over, but that's what it takes to win, So just being more consistent in, all three levels of the defense, making sure we don't miss any more tackles, wrapping up, and making sure we're getting more knockback.
Uchenna, what do you think you guys aren't doing right now compared to the 4-game stretch that you had where you were statistically one of the best state defenses in the league getting your 4-game win streak? What strikes you as being different between now and then?
It's tough to say. I don't really know. We got all the personnel's the same. The techniques are pretty much the same. I guess we just got to get back to the fundamentals. We got to get back to the basics. We got to get back to our mindset, doing things consistently, down after down after down again. We can't have, a couple good plays here and then you have a whole second quarter where we're bad, things like that. We have to do everything down after down after down after down again and being as consistent as possible.
Being physical part of that equation as well, consistency, being physical.
Absolutely. Especially up front. When guys are just running at you, it has to be a mindset. You got to have the mindset that you have to be physical. No matter what the call is, no matter what the protection is, whatever they're running, you have to look a man in the face and just be like, I'm about to run through you. It has to be a mindset. I think that's where it starts.
Is that art?
Go ahead, Brady.
No, go for it.
In a normal week, when does your body feel like playing again?
What was that?
In a normal week, when does your body feel up to playing again?
For me, I usually feel better. Like Thursdays, I tend to feel good. Mondays is kind of the tough one. Tuesdays is tough as well. Wednesdays, I'm just starting to get back into it. I feel like Thursdays is for me personally, is when my body starts to feel good again.
So how have you accelerated that into this?
Just more longer massages, a little extra stretching, more time in the cold tub, hydrating more, trying to get some extra sleep, drinking more electrolytes, things like that.
Are you a yoga guy? Are you a yoga guy?
Am I what?
Yoga guy with your strength.
Yeah, when I was in California, I used to do yoga a lot, hot yoga especially, but I really haven't found a good studio out here. I found a studio in Bellevue, but it wasn't really as hot as I like it, so I got to find a good studio and then I get back to yoga.
From a mentality standpoint, how do you prepare differently in a short week for what really is a must-win game for your team?
You just got to be able to turn the corner fast. I think, when you come off a game like that and going into a short week, the good part about it is that you get to play and really redeem yourself. So looking forward to that really keeps your mental positive and wanting to get back on that field and take your frustration out on a team that, kind of beat you earlier and that you got to get some revenge against. And, prime time, all those things, feed into the fact that we get to play again, we get to show out, we get to correct these mistakes.
Can you talk about consistency? Some of the stuff you were doing in weeks 6 through 9. Does anything stand out that helped you guys be more consistent from down to down to down? Because whether it was communication or wanting to be physical, just because it's changed in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'd probably say, shoot, I don't know. Like I said, like the personnel was all the same. Like I guess just guys just got away from the fundamentals. I feel like we just got to get back to, you know, what we were doing at the beginning of the year, which was, you know, being more physical, striking guys, getting off blocks. And like I mentioned earlier to his question, more about the mental focus and the mental aspect of just being more dominant and just saying, like, we're not going to let this happen. Like, just being a man about it, you know, just saying, like, enough is enough. We got to get back to that. And I think we'll come out, you know, we'll like the odds of this one.
Are there any extra player meetings you guys call or group texts that outside of what you have to do here that you've started or you've seen with the last couple?
No, I wouldn't say any extra meetings. I feel like everybody knows. We watch the film. We're all in there together as a defense watching the tape. You know, we understand what our issues are and what we got to do. I just being more locked in. Like everybody knows what we have to do now. I feel like we shouldn't have to call any more team meetings or any more, you know, team whatever, just to try to get the things right. Everybody knows, like, okay, enough is enough. Like, let's go to work.
You mentioned having to play Christian or playing Christian back in college at Stanford.
Who? Oh, McCaffrey, yeah.
Is he the same versatile player now that he was then, or has his game evolved since you played him at Stanford?
He's definitely the same player, I think, in terms of running the ball, catching out the backfield, you know, being elusive in one-on-one, being a problem for people in one-on-one. I'll definitely say he's definitely dealt with the injury bug a little more than what I remember in college. But yeah, I feel like he's still the same player. He can still hurt you in many different ways.
Not a whole lot of film on Purdy, but from what you've seen in these last couple of games, what jumps out to you about Brock Purdy?
Can you repeat that?
I said you don't have a whole lot of film on Brock Purdy, but on these last couple of games, what jumps out to you about Brock Purdy?
Just how confident he is, you know, how much trust the organization has in him and how he's fulfilling that trust. You know, they're still throwing the ball with him. They're not just handing the ball off to McCaffrey and whoever else they got back there. You know, they're trusting him to make the throws, and he's making them. You know, he's doing a good job in that, and they got full trust in him. He's running the offense smoothly. So, but my biggest surprise with him is how confident and calm he is in that pocket and how he's, you know, commanding that offense, being a rookie.
Do you see that in the types of passing plays they're calling for him, or is it just the volume of passing plays?
Yeah, not really the types of passing plays. I mean, they were doing the same passing plays when Jimmy G was there. You know, they tend to do kind of similar things, but I'll probably say just the amount of which they're passing it with him and how he's confident in delivering those throws.
How tough a matchup is Trent Williams?
It's a tough matchup. You know, he's an all-pro player, Pro Bowl player for many years in this league. So, you know, we're going to have our hands full with him, make sure we're dominant on his side of the ball, and we just got to bring the fight to him, you know?
Anything else? Thanks, Tim.